1, 2, 3. Good morning.
Morning, teacher.
Good morning, students. So now today we're carrying on with mathematics, where we are working with profits and losses and selling price and purchase price or cost price. So let's start and let's have a look at what we have done and also carry on with new work. So firstly, we are busy still with Unit 2 application, still a very long unit, but we're moving towards the end of it now. So first we looked at profit and loss word problems. So I'm not going to go through these ones now. I just want to quickly just show you what we have done. So we looked at these word problems, but here I have an example of how do we calculate the profit and also how do we calculate the selling price. Okay, so for this example, we can say the cost price equals 250 baht, meaning the price you would pay for the item. So if you want to buy a scissor, it will have a cost that we have to pay. So for that cost, we write down initial cost or CP as the cost price. So this example, the cost price is 250 baht. They say we make a profit when we sell this product for 15%. We make the profit of 15%. So the two questions we have to answer is, what is the profit amount? And what is the selling amount? Okay, you guys all with me? This is very important because when we maybe want to have our own little shop or we want to sell anything, it's important to know how to calculate this. So for all of you that have seen restaurants or clothing stores or any of these places where we can buy things, these are the calculations these people are making to make sure that they also make some money from selling their products. So first off, let's look. How do we calculate the profit? Now, what did I say? When we work with a percentage, it is always over 100 as a fraction. It is always, always, always over 100. Very important to remember and to never forget this. It will make your life a lot easier if we can remember this. So what do? We take our cost price and we multiply by the 15% over 100. So at the bottom here, the denominator, as we know, this one here is our denominator, must always be 100. So yeah, then we will start and calculate. 25 times 15, and then we divide by 100 at the end. So 25 times 250 equals 3,750. Then we divide by 100 to get profit. So this will give us a profit amount of 37 baht and 50 satang is our profit. So that is the answer for question number 1. For question number 2, we have to calculate what is the selling price. So what are we going to sell the item for? So what do we have to do there? Who knows? Who can tell me? How do we calculate the selling price? Who knows? Okay, let me show you. Or maybe just make this a little bigger and change the color. So SP, I'm just going to write SP to save some space. SP equals selling price. So the selling price equals cost price plus profit. Very important. Our cost price plus the profit. So at the bottom, I did the calculation, and here we can see 250 is our cost price over here, top left. And our profit is over here, 37 baht 50 satang. So when we write it, we write 250 plus 37.50. It's the cost price plus profit. And this will give us 287 baht and 50 satang as the selling price. So that's what we're going to sell it for. Okay. Is everyone still with me? It's very important that if you do not understand, or if I speak maybe a little too fast, to stop me and tell me, please teacher, can you tell me again? I really want everyone to understand, because these are the types of problems that we can use in our daily lives when we want to sell anything, or if you want to buy something and there might be a discount like we did in the previous lesson. So please, if you are not 100% sure, please stop me and ask me to repeat. Now, what I really want to do now is just look at some word problems, and I want you guys to answer them with me so that we can do some practice. Like I always say, practice makes perfect. So let's start at the bottom here with number 1. The top part is just explaining, and we have done that. Let's quickly just read the short voice bubble here. Use the 4 steps to solve word problems, but only show the execution step. You can use any of the 2 methods. So they have different methods. The one I'm going to show you is the easiest method, and it's the one that we can always use. Okay. So let's read number 1 all together here. Let's listen carefully. I will read it and then we will start. A convenience store bought a radio for 700 baht and sold it for a 30% gain. How much profit did the store make? So important to understand one word here. This word tells us everything we need to know. That word is gain. What does gain mean? Does anyone know? What does the word gain mean? Well, if we gain something, it means we get something. So gain is the opposite of lose. You can lose money or you can gain money. But if we gain, we know it is a positive. So gain can also equal profit. And that's why you can see that the question asks us, how much profit did the store make? So once again, while we're doing word problems, very important to highlight the information we need. So firstly, we read again. A convenience store bought a radio. So they bought a radio for 700 baht. And they made a profit of 30%. How much profit? Okay, how much profit did the store make? Let's have a look. What do you guys think? Where should we start? Let me see. Where should we start? What is the first thing we must do? Who can tell me? I want you guys now to give me some answers because I want to see if you understand what we are doing. So please, can anyone tell me, how do we start to answer this question? Let me first, I'll start off to give you just some example. Let me start off and say 700 multiply. What are we going to multiply the 700 with? Again, please. 30. 30 over what? 30 over what? What's the denominator?
100.
100. Excellent. Thank you, Jasmine. It is 100. Why? Because when we work with a percentage, it is always over 100. It never changes. Okay. So now we can write our question or answer like this. 700 multiply by 30 divide by 100. Okay. Who can tell me what is 700 times 30? What is 700 times 30? Let's quickly calculate.
Mm. 21,000.
21,000. Are you sure, Leon?
No.
Not sure. Okay. Let me show you an easy way. When we have numbers with a lot of zeros, let me show you an easy way how we calculate it. So first, we look at the first two numbers. We have a 7 and a 3. What is 7 times 3? 7 times 3. What is the answer? Come on, anyone? 7 times 3 equals?
21.
Excellent, 21. Now, once we have that, let's count the zeros. We have 1, 2, 3. So we add 1, 2, 3 zeros. So then we end up with 21,000. Like Leon said, and that is 100% correct. Okay. Now we have 21,000. What do we do next? What is the next step? You can tell me what is the next step? Divide by how much? Divide by
100.
100. Excellent. And then our answer is going to be 210 baht. Profit. So then we're going to have 210 baht profit. Okay. So they ask us how much profit did the store make? Very simple. We can just say the store made 210 baht profit. Let me just change this to make it a little bit smaller. And then our answer would have to be in a sentence. So we can say the store made 210 baht profit. You see, we just use the information in the question to write our answer. Okay. This one very straightforward, very simple. Let's see if we can do the rest of them. Okay. So number 2, please work together with me in your books so that you can follow along. So number 2, let's quickly read. Rita bought an electric fan for 650 baht. She later sold it to her friend for a 20% loss. So this time not making any money, this time we lose money. How much loss did she incur? Now, the word incur meaning how much loss did she have to give? So how much less is she getting? So incur is a word that you will usually only find when we talk about losses. Okay. When we talk about losses. So firstly, we have to highlight our information. So Rita bought an electric fan for 650 baht. She sold it for a 20% loss. How will we calculate the loss? Who can tell me? What is step number 1? What is step number 1? We can start by saying 650 multiply or times by what?
20.
20 over
100.
Excellent, excellent. Always remember to put the 20 over 100. Okay. So now we have to calculate. We can say 650 multiply by 20 divide 100 at the end. And what is 650 times 20? Is that correct? $650 times 20 equals 13,000. Do you guys agree? I hope so. And the 13,000 we divide by 100. And that will give us 130 baht loss. 130 baht loss. So when we have to answer our question now, we have to write a small sentence. So how do we write a sentence? We just read the question here. How much loss did she incur? She incurred 130 baht loss. She incurred, or we can say she incurred a 130 baht loss. Very basic, very short sentence, but we have to answer the word problem with a sentence. Okay. The rest, let me go on with number 3. Let's read number 3. An appliance store bought a refrigerator for 4,200 baht and sold it for a gain of 15%. So, how much profit did the store make? So first we have to highlight our information. An appliance store bought a refrigerator for 4,200 baht and sold it for a gain of 15%. How much profit did the store make? So again, quite simple. Once we know what to do, 4,200 multiplied by 15 over 100. This will give us 4,200 multiplied by 15 divide by 100. So what is 4,200 times 15? Let's see who can calculate it the fastest. Let's quickly see. Who can give me the answer the fastest? Who knows? Who knows? Ta-ta-ta.
63,000.
Excellent, excellent. Thank you, you guys. Thank you, you too. 63,000 is 100% correct. And if we divide by 100, we know we just remove 2 zeros here, 2 zeros here, and we end with a profit of 630 baht. Profit. Okay, if you don't understand, please tell me. And then when we answer the question, we have to write a short sentence. How much profit did the store make? The store made 630 baht profit. Do you guys see how short the sentence is? And all the information here, I've just find it in the question over here. Let me change the color. So if you look over here, you can see how much profit did the store make? The store make or made past tense. Answer, profit. Okay. Is everyone still with me? If you are not with me, please tell me so I can explain. Let's do number 4. Listen carefully. Theo bought a pair of jeans for 800 baht. He later sold it to his friend for a 25% loss. How much loss did he incur? How much loss did he incur? So again, first highlight the information we need. So a pair of jeans was sold for, I bought for 800 baht. Okay. He sold it to his friend for a 25% loss. How much loss did he incur? So once again, we take our 800, which is the cost price, and we multiply by 25 over 100. And this can also be written as 800 multiplied by 25 And then after that, we divide by 100. So what is 800 times 25? Anyone tell me? 800 times 25?
$20,000.
20,000.
20,000.
Excellent, excellent. Well done. Thank you very much. We take the 20,000 divide by 100. Remove the 2 zeros there. The 2 zeros here. And it will give us 200 baht loss. And then when we write the sentence, how much loss did he incur? He incurred 200 baht loss. He incurred 200 baht loss. Very basic sentence to answer the question. Please, we don't have to write a long sentence. We can write a nice short one. Okay. So that is it for this part. Everyone have the same answer as the teacher. If you have questions, please ask. You're always free to ask me. Okay. So for number 5 and 6, I'm not going to do. I want to move on quickly before the lesson ends with the sales price. So what did we say the sales price is? The sales price is the cost price plus the profit or minus the loss. So let's look at the first question. We have 6 questions for homework. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. But I will do question 1 with you. So you will only have 5 quick questions for homework. So let's look at question number 1. They say, yeah, solve each problem and show your work. Or always show your work. So let's look at our 4 steps. Number 1. Pamela bought umbrellas for 120 baht each. She sold them for a gain of 20%. What was the selling price of the umbrellas? So again, we have to first highlight our information. So she bought umbrellas for 120 baht each. She made a gain of 20% when she sold them. What was the selling price of the umbrellas? Okay. So firstly, we're going to start off again by saying 120 multiplied by 20 over 100. Again, just the same as the previous one. And this equals the same as 120 multiplied by 20 divide by 100. So what is 120 multiplied by 20? What is 120 multiplied by 20?
$2,400.
2,400. Excellent. Divide that with 100. And we know we can take away the zeros to give us a profit of 24 baht. 24 baht profit. Now we have one more step left. because now we have the cost price. Let me put the cost price in orange. The cost price is 120 and the profit is 24. So we have to add them together. So we can say 120 plus 24 equals 144. Selling price. So now we have completed our question. So we have to add the cost price over here, cost price plus profit. And then in our answer, we can say the selling price of the umbrellas is 144 baht. The selling price of the umbrellas is 144 baht. Okay, does everyone understand? One more example would be if they say we made a loss on the umbrellas. If we make a loss, let me change a different color. So here they say gain, I will say loss. If they make a loss, we take the 120 and we minus 24 for the loss. And that will give us 96 baht. Selling price. So if it's a profit, we add. If it's a loss, we minus. Okay. Is everyone still with me here? So for our homework, I would want you to do on page 78, number 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. So you can see on the first page is 2 and 3. The next page, 4, 5, 6. So just 5 short questions. It should not take that long to do. Okay. So that wraps up our mathematics class for today. If you have any questions, please ask me so I can explain to you. Don't be shy to ask. I will always help you. Okay. And then if you guys want another opportunity to see if you can beat me in rock, paper, scissors, now is your opportunity. We have about 5 seconds before we start. So please quickly turn on your cameras for those that have not done so yet. And if you cannot turn on your camera, please write your answer in the chat. So here we go. Is everyone ready? Yes. Yes, yes. Okay.
Yes, yes, yes.
Let's do it. Let's do it. Okay. 1, 2, 3. Shoot. Oh. Yay. Teacher is not beaten today. Yes, yes, yes. Unlucky for those of you that tried. Thank you all for playing along.
Teacher, who are teacher Pelham?
Yes. Teacher Pelham is Teacher Pelham. Yes. Okay, please remember to do your homework and send it to us in the line group. And I will see you guys again bright and early tomorrow morning. Hope you have an amazing day and I'll see you soon. Bye-bye.
Bye bye.
BYE.